Okay, welcome everybody. I am attempting to do some screen capture recording and to also do this new video. Jam Creates here. I am trying, here we go. Okay, we're going to get into this. Something that I don't see a lot of people covering out there is webcomics. And honestly, there are so many webcomics out there. It's like ridiculous the amount that are out there. So I figured maybe I could shine a spotlight on some of the ones that I enjoy. I'm not going to really call these reviews because most of these people are not professionals. They're just regular, everyday people who just have a story to tell and want to get it out there. Maybe they want to be professionals one day, but not always. So, you never know what the deal is with them, but we're just going to get right into it right now. I'm going to show you one that I particularly enjoy. I'm just going to try and share one with you. We're going to go into Tapas, which is an app that has lots of web comics. In fact, I even host some of my Jam Comics classics there, so you can check those out sometime. Kind of cool. I'm going to show you this one. I really enjoy this one. It's called The Pirates, and it's by Alexis Vivalo. We're just going to get right into it. Here was his little teaser image. Now, a lot of times on Tapas, there's mobile and there's desktop. The mobile's really easy. I mean, a lot of it is formatted for mobile, honestly. So you just kind of go, and then you scroll up, and you read it all. But here's what I wanted to point out. Look at the art style on this. This is such a cool, unique art style that this guy has. You're going to find when you do look at webcomics, if you decide to go look at webcomics, a lot of them are heavily, heavily influenced by anime and manga. And that's fine. I mean, obviously, there's a big demand for that out there. But if you're trying to find anything that's kind of a Western style, American style superhero comic, let's say, those are like darn near impossible to find, honestly. They really are tough. They're very few and far between in the webcomic world. And so anytime I see anything that's not manga or not anime looking, I'm always definitely interested in it. And this has such a European animation look to it, to me at least. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy. But it's really, I just really love the art on this. I mean, this guy draws some dynamic pages. He's got these really, they're adorable, the characters, honestly. Like, I look at this and I just see, how is this not a cartoon? Like, honestly. I mean, it's a bunch of rats who are pirates. And, they discover this island. And they wind up finding this village, this crazy crow. I mean, this stuff is just look at this stuff. This stuff is great. This art is truly, wonderful. And, as is the case with most webcomics, it's basically updated, one page a week. So, if something's been around for a while, you can go back and you can read a good chunk of story to get caught up. Otherwise, if you're on top of it, you just wait for the new updates. You can subscribe, you can bookmark the stuff, and and there's a lot of interaction with the creators, which is nice. You can, comment on each individual page. You can, comment on the series as a whole, and they really get into it. It's cool. It's really good for the creators. They love getting comments and stuff, and they love having some back and forth. It really is neat. The platform is really good. Honestly, I think reading comics on Tapas is actually really good. Whether it's on a phone or a tablet or even on desktop. I mean, although it is probably best suited for mobile, which is why this video is going to be this way, which I hate vertical videos, but, hey, what are you going to do? And some people will post more than one page, but he's generally just one page per update, which is how most of them go. And you can see, this guy's got a really cool, it kind of reminds me almost of the Smurfs in a way. I know that sounds kind of, although the Smurfs were a European creation too. There's this evil wizard guy who's got this bird as opposed to Gargamel with the cat. And it's definitely cool. I mean, you look at this dude, obviously he's the bad guy. He's got the rats captured and he's doing experiments on them. And, he's trying to do something crazy and the pirates decide that they're going to try and rescue the villagers who've all been caught by this guy, and they're gonna do their best to try and rescue these people from this, these rats, from this evil dude. Another thing that's interesting about this one is it's pretty clear that English is not the first language of the guy who wrote this, because he gives a credit to a translator for translating it to English, and it's actually available in both English and Spanish on Tapas. He has both versions available, which I think is really neat. I mean, I think that's a really cool thing. If English is not your native language and you want to read it in Spanish, which is probably what it was originally written in, you can, and that's really cool. So, I mean, in a way, this is kind of like a thing for Tapas plus a thing for the Pirates, which is, again, this guy, Alexis Vivallo, really, just a really cool art style, and it's a fun story. It's a fun adventure story. I love even like the little border he puts around the titles, all of that. It's really cool. Here you go. You see there we go. Look. Author Alexis Vivallo, English translation Eric Ochoa. So, you can see that he's got that, the translation in there. And it's just it's a fun story. It's definitely cool. And I think it's worth checking out, for sure. It's not finished yet. He's still updating. But it's definitely worth checking out. So if you're looking for a webcomic to read, or you're just not even sure how to get into webcomics in the first place, Tapas is actually a really good app for that, and you can post your own creations on there too if you're somebody who likes to create. And here you go. I gave you one to check out. You can check out Pirates. It's really cool. It's a really neat little book. And you can see he's got how many? 25 episodes right now. So this is where we're at. This is the last one that just was updated last. So definitely check it out. It's cool. I would definitely give it a look. And so that's the first of my little webcomic updates that I just want to give to you. And, if you want to check out some webcomics, this is it. I think if you like this, this is something I could do more often, is just give you some cool webcomics to check out. And if you like them, cool, And if you like this video, tell me what you think. Comment, like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, all of that stuff that everyone has to say at the end of every YouTube video. And just for fun, I'm going to leave you with one more thing that I made just for the heck of it.